Under our desk is two teens in trench coats opened fire at Columbine High School. That is a terrifying ordeal that student Evan Todd survived. He was one of the lucky ones because he did survive. He was only 15 years old when he was shot and wounded during that 1999 school massacre. And now, 14 years later, Evan Todd writing a very blunt letter to President Obama about gun control. But it does not say what you might expect. Evan Todd joins us. Nice to see you, Evan.
Thanks for having me, Greta.
Evan, so you wrote a letter to the president. What's the letter about? What is the message you're sending to him?
Well, I was just outlining my opposition to a lot of his, or all of his, gun control measures, initiatives that he put in, and also a few other options that would do a lot better.
You refer to his initiatives, at least I read your letter, as warm and fuzzy, but far from what is needed. What does that mean?
Well, they give you an illusion of safety. They are supposedly keeping or purporting to keep guns out of the hands of criminals, and in reality, it'll do just the opposite. It keeps guns out of regular American citizens, and I think will empower criminals and other people. So it's exactly the opposite. So it's an illusion.
You also sort of jabbed the president about Fast and Furious and and also the Attorney General. Why did you do that?
Well, they talk. He made a bold statement about straw purchases and keeping guns out of the hands of criminals. But during the Fast and Furious, which is, as far as I know, is still in litigation, and Eric Holder and other people are holding up legislation or refusing to testify and release documents. And 2,000 guns were let to walk onto the streets. Agent Brian Terry was murdered, and this is exactly what he said he doesn't want to have happen, yet it was done under the ATF supervision.
Evan, I've been in the business long enough that I actually covered Columbine when it happened, and so many years ago. But I've been out in Colorado recently covering the Aurora shooting at the movie theater. I'm curious, do you ever get over it?
No, it definitely affects me, and I think it will for the rest of my life. And it's something that's a part of me, of who I am now, going through that experience. And you learn to move on and heal, but I don't think you ever get rid of it.
It's just so hard to imagine watching two classmates kill about a dozen of your other classmates and a teacher die as well, get gunned down. Evan, thank you very much for joining us this evening.
Thank you, Greta.